black title card with white letters appears on screen. It reads, Persephone. Open on Adrian as Persephone. Scene back to Persephone's room. Persephone puts down the makeup mirror and smiles to the camera.
I'm ready for my date. Venus, you watched Earth come into existence. You've witnessed this planet for 4.5 billion years. You know the ebb and flow of Earth's cycles, histories, seasons.
Persephone looks serious.
Maybe even know what will happen next. And you yourself are such a mystery. Your body may have once been covered with oceans of water, but your climate changed, becoming unbearably hot and evaporating those waters. They call you a wrecked biosphere, a hellscape. But I see your beauty, and you mesmerize me.
Persephone smiles warmly and touches her hair.
And after so long, you may be starting a new cycle. Possibly life in your clouds? I'll see you soon, my love.
Scene fades to black.
A black title card with white letters appears on a screen. It reads, Butterfly and Z. Amish indigenous people's traditional music plays. Z's face is center screen and translucent as the character Mountain against a backdrop of a tall, rocky mountain. Mountain Z. Butterfly, where are you? We all miss you. Will you come back? The scene fades into a wooded field with William as father wearing an off-white shirt and green pants, kneeling in the field gardening, though you cannot see his face. Father. See, I want to prepare your favorite foods for you. I miss you. How are you doing in the United States? We all miss you. And will you come back home? The scene fades to a wide shot. The scene fades to a wide shot with Z leaning on a giant tree stump in a grassy field with trees in the background. Z. Go home? Go home? Go home. Close-up of the profile of Z's upper body as she raises her arms gracefully and lowers them. Z. I don't know if I can go back home now. I'm trying to find a place where I belong. Close-up of Z facing front. Z. I flew here and I had to move my wings so fast. Close-up of Z gracefully moving her arms. Z. I prepared everything. I said goodbye to my home. I came here for new opportunities, so that I won't need to worry about the future of my children. Close-up of Z standing, raising her arms and dancing slowly. Z. I love my home, Taiwan. Close-up of Z's face. Z. When I feel stressed, I go to Golden Gate Park. Z slowly dances on top of the tree stump. Z. I touch the tree. I feel the wind. I touch the soil. But in Taiwan, the soil is more moist. Close-up of Z sitting on the stump. Z. Here, it is more like sand. She is pensive, and then her face lights up. Z. Go home? Go home? Go home. The scene fades to black.
A black title card with white letters appears on screen. It shows Miss Blossom's virtual classroom. Open on Faith as Miss Blossom, sporting glasses and shoulder-length straight brunette hair. Miss Blossom is wearing a black blouse and a white sweater with black floral applique. Behind her hang 3 orange, red, brown, and white wall decorations, a painting of a Rorschach mask, a painting of a corgi that reads, "All you need is love," and a corgi, and an orange calendar. Blossom is sitting in a chair and humbly addressing the audience, straight-faced.
Welcome back to class, everyone. I know it's been a bit since I was on my sabbatical, but I've been learning a lot and listening more, and I'm really glad to be coming back to you from this place.
Blossom nods.
I want to start off today by apologizing to Herman and Twyla. Herman, Twyla?
Herman and Twyla come on screen. Herman appears in the top viewing window, and Twyla appears below Blossom and Herman in the middle of the screen. Herman waves hesitantly as Twyla slowly faces the camera.
Hi. I'm not sure how to start this conversation, but I think the first thing is to say that I was out of line the other day, and I am so sorry.
Herman and Twyla nod.
You were bringing in really important information that I needed to hear, and I wasn't listening. But I'm listening now.
Blossom nods humbly.
Well, I appreciate your sincerity, Blossom. You were in the wrong, but maybe now we can try again.
We really all want the same thing. We all want a better world for our children. But there's a lot that you've been leaving out.
That's right. You both have helped me so much, and I haven't even stopped to ask you what you think we should be teaching. Can we work together on this?
Twyla and Herman nod.
Yes.
Sure. How about we start by highlighting the voices of people who are directly impacted by the climate crisis?
Yes, that's a great idea. I've been telling a lot of stories that aren't my own.
And enough with the simple solutions. Let's talk about the larger systemic causes.
That's right. When I only focus on individual actions, I miss out on how bigger systemic issues cause and continue the climate crisis. Thank you both. I really should have listened to you sooner.
All right, Blossom, let's tell them about movement generation.
You got it. Movement generation, based in the San Francisco Bay Area. Here's their mission statement.
Twyla and Herman nod throughout the mission statement.
Movement Generation Justice and Ecology Project inspires and engages in transformative action towards the liberation and restoration of land, labor, and culture. We are rooted in vibrant social movements led by low-income communities and communities of color, committed to a just transition away from profit and pollution and towards resilient and life-affirming local economies.
We also got to sit down the other day with Banyan Roots and the village from Oakland.
They had such great things to say. If your audience wants to hear more, Blossom, they can find a link to the full interviews in that handy resource packet you'll be sending out.
That's right. Let's watch the interview clips now.
Screen fades to black briefly as a different frame comes into focus.
We are so delighted to welcome Rohit, who is a farmer, entrepreneur, and connector from Banyan Roots. Welcome, Rohit.
This frame includes 4 viewing windows, Twyla on the top right, Herman on the top left, Rohit from Banyan Roots on the bottom left, and Blossom on the bottom right. Rohit is wearing a vibrant blue and green collared shirt and has a big smile. Blossom is wearing an orange sweater, paisley scarf, and is sporting glasses and curly, shoulder-length brunette hair. Rohit waves, and Twyla and Herman wave back.
Thank you. Hello.
Can you tell us a little bit more about Banyan Roots?
Yeah, Ms. Blossom. So Banyan Roots is an organization working from last 10 years in field of farming, agriculture, and biodiversity.
Can you tell us more about the importance of seed biodiversity?
Yeah. So, before independence in India in 1940, before 1947, there was 2 lakh variety of rices. That's 200,000. Okay, 200,000 variety of rices, and each area there is a separate variety, so which can adjust with any environment. Like, so if there is a less water, so some varieties will grow. If there is a more water, then the varieties which grow with more water, that will grow. So there was a proper balance. 197,300 seeds can't be come back because they have gone. So there are many varieties like rice, they are disappearing. So it's very important. We can't take back if they are gone.
We wanted to know what the biggest change you hope to see in the world is.
Biggest change.
Rohit points to his heart.
I believe that the biggest change first start with ourselves. So what I believe Mahatma, believe the philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi. The change you want to see in the world, be the change.
Herman and Twyla nod.
Thank you so much, Rohit, for coming and talking with us and sharing about the incredible work that you do with Banyan Roots. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, welcome, Blossom, and thank you for inviting us, and people let us know about our work. Thank you so much.
That viewing window fades out as a new viewing window fades in.
Welcome, everyone.
Same configuration as before, with Twyla, Herman, and Blossom, except this time they are joined by Nita B. from the Village Oakland. Nita B. is wearing a darkly patterned dress and a black sweater. She is sitting directly in front of a beautifully vibrant mural with colors of sky blue, dark green, white, and red.
We are so delighted to welcome Nita B., who is the founder and interim executive director of the Village in Oakland. Hi, Nita B.
Hi, everybody.
Blossom, Twyla, and Herman wave to greet Nita B., and Nita B. waves back.
Nita, can you tell us a little bit more about the Village in Oakland?
Sure. The Village in Oakland is a grassroots organization of unhoused folks and our housed allies, and we assert that housing is a human right and that being homeless isn't a crime. I also believe in policy work, so we do a lot of work to write new laws that are better, that don't hurt people as much and don't treat people like criminals just because they're poor or just because they're homeless.
Nita B., how does the housing crisis and the climate crisis, how are they connected?
They're very connected. A lot of the system that has created this situation that's killing the world is the same system that is creating homelessness.
Herman nods.
It's a system that puts profit over people. It puts profit or money before nature. It puts money before living things. And so that's one way it's connected. Another way it's connected is as the global crisis continues, the people who are most impacted are the folks without homes. On another side is unhoused folks are some of the most resilient people you're going to meet. We're resourceful, we're innovative, we are the best recyclers in the world. We know how to reuse everything. And so as catastrophe continues to happen, folks should also understand that unhoused folks are probably the people to learn from.
Thank you so much for speaking with us today. I'm just wondering what the greatest change you'd like to see in the world is, what you feel we need.
Blossom, Twyla, and Herman nod.
I think the greatest change that we need in the world is to redefine everything. We need to redefine what's important to us. We need to redefine what success means. We need to redefine what power means. We need to redefine what wealth means. All the things that we're working with right now don't work.
Thank you so much, Nita B., for coming today to talk about the wonderful work that the Village in Oakland is doing. We really appreciate you giving your time to come talk with us.
Blossom, Twyla, Herman, and Nita B. wave goodbye to each other with smiles.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. You guys are awesome. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
That viewing window fades out as a new viewing window fades in. Blossom is on the top left, Herman on the top right, Twyla is on the bottom middle like she was before. The cuts to the interviews.
I'm really glad we did that.
I am too.
Blossom, Herman, and Twyla nod.
I feel hopeful. Well, goodbye, everyone.
Blossom, Herman, and Twyla wave goodbye. Fade to black.
Scene opens with Ishita sitting in front of the camera, wearing a tank top gray jumpsuit and gray cardigan with golden hoop earrings. She talks to the camera with gestures and looks relaxed.
Hi everyone, I'm Ishita, not trashy trash collector anymore. As you can see, I've taken off the performative activist costume. I do keep parts of trashy trash collector alive in my heart because of the strength that trashy trash collector has given me to vocalize and play with important things. How are you all? I'm curious to hear how you all are doing. Please share it on the chat. We'll open it up again now and keep it open through the end of the show.
Angus shows up in the right-hand side of the viewing window, and Ishita moves to the left-hand side of the viewing window. Angus wears a pink and purple multicolored jacket.
Hi, Angus.
Hi, Ishi.
Trashy Trash Collector in the scene with Trickster said that they want to go home. And I, Ishita, want to go home too.
Angus nods in agreement.
I think a lot of us can relate to that feeling.
Being here today, as much as I've criticized this show, I must admit I cried backstage while watching Butterfly because of relating to this aspect of migrating and longing for home and all the complexities of home. I miss home.
As Tree would say, home, earth, belonging.
Yeah.
Ishita and Angus laugh together.
Yeah. And I'm so glad Too Much CO2 went to where he feels at home in his vegetable garden. I learned from him how important it is for the head and the heart to meet, to be in conversation inside and outside of us. From Miss Blossom, Twyla, Herman, I learned how about the need of voices and not just one voice. And Persephone, you showed me how healing it is to zoom out and see the bigger picture. The expansiveness is so grounding. So, I think we're at the end of the show. And hopefully not at the end of being together.
And hopefully not at the end of fighting together either.
It is what it is. Angus, can you call on the cast, please?
Adrian, William, Faith, Z, time to come back on stage.
Faith, Willem, Z, Adrian show up on the screen. Adrian holds Twyla in her hand. Everyone nods in agreement and smiles to welcome the ending.
Are we ready to end the show?
Ready.
Scene fades into a shot of the top of lush trees in the daytime at Golden Gate Park.
It pans slowly down to find the cast standing in lush green grass, far apart from each other in 2 rows and swaying, wearing their outfits from the opening. From left to right, Adrian, Faith, Z, Angus, Ishita, and William. Close up on Adrian, sitting with her hands hugging her knees, swaying and looking peaceful, with a slight smile. Cut to a close-up of Z, swaying slowly, spinning in a circle, looking up in awe at nature. Cut to a close-up of Faith, swaying and smiling while they take deep breaths, admiring nature. Cut to Angus with both of their hands on their chests as they smile and lovingly embrace the natural surroundings. Close-up looking at William, who sways and smiles as he admires the vast natural surrounding. Close-up on Ishita, who is laying in the grass, feeling each blade and looking peaceful. Transition to the same field, now without the humans. The camera slowly pans up towards the sky. Fade to black. The black screen slowly fades into a picture from the opening. An illustration appears by Ishita Pohoja of the Earth with tired eyes wearing a mask made of trash. The bottom says in white letters, "It is what it is."